Tested.
Hey guys, it's Will from Tested. I am here today to talk about coffee once more. We're revisiting the AeroPress, which is one of my favorite ways to make coffee. It's how I make a single cup or two at home. It's an inexpensive little device, costs about $25, and it lets you control all 4 of the variables that can affect how good your coffee tastes. The amount of coffee, the coarseness of the coffee, the length of brewing time, and the temperature of the water when you're brewing. But we're talking about this because in July, they had the AeroPress World Championships in London. And a young lady from Denmark named Marie Hagemeister won with a new technique that I had never seen before for the AeroPress. She uses what's called an inverted technique. So I'm going to show you how to do that today, right now. The first thing you do is you put the plunger in the AeroPress at the beginning, get it just a little bit on the top. See, I just have it on enough that it's going to be stable and not fall off. Dump about 20 grams of coffee, which I've cleverly weighed out in advance here. Whoop, dumping some coffee. And then you wet the filter. So I'm going to wet the filter with my 80 degrees Celsius water. I measured the temperature. Well, it's a little cooler now, but we'll see how it goes. You want to get that filter good and wet so that the water doesn't leak through it too fast, so the coffee doesn't run through it too fast. And then we're going to pour. I'm basically going to fill this guy up. And I'm going to go ahead and put my stirrer in now. Simply because it's easier to and you won't accidentally overspill. But I'm pouring. We should get a lot of nitrogen and carbon dioxide bubbles forming. And I'm going to let it steep for 20 or 30 seconds, which is a lot longer than I normally do. I'm going to stir for about 10. And if you'll recall, when you use the normal AeroPress technique, usually you just stir for about 10 seconds. And then you put the cap on and press. I'm going to let this stir for 10 seconds. Let it sit. Steep for 20 or 30, so we're kind of in between a French press pot or something like that and a more traditional AeroPress technique. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on though, because nothing's going to change there. And I forgot to bring my timer, but I'm guessing we probably had about 15 seconds, so I'll give it maybe 4 or 5 more seconds. Time seems to go extra fast in these circumstances. I have my already warmed coffee mug here. I'm going to actually warm that real quick, because it is not as warm as it was when we started. When the coffee mug feels warm, it's time to go. Getting warmer, warm. Okay, dumping the water. Now the neat thing about this inverted method is you don't actually dilute the coffee once you put it in the cup. So I'm going to squeeze this out and then we're going to do some tastings. Squeezing this out sounded kind of unfortunate. I'm just doing a gentle press. And the trick with this is you want to stop pressing when you hear air come out of or before you hear the air come out. So once you get down to the grounds, start thinking about pulling back on your press. Okay. So you can see I'm not mashing all the way down on the grounds. I'm just going to leave this upside down so I don't make a huge mess. And voila, a cup of coffee. This is a half cup because this is a giant oversized mug. But this amount of coffee totally fills my normal travel mug and gives me the boost that I need to come in and face the day. So let's take a break. I'm going to clear off the table and we'll get some tasters back here to see what they think about the new inverted method for the AeroPress.
Feeling aftertaste, dangling in the back of my tongue.
You got a coffee taste?
Full, the front of the tongue.
You're saying it's utilizing your entire palate. So were you able to detect a difference between that and the normal Tim Hortons coffee you drink? The velvety smoothness, a richness in character?
Maybe a little clearer in the tastes.
Okay.
No, this was really good.
Thank you for coming by, Mr. Davis.
Thanks, Will.
For Tested, I'm Will. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. What would you say if I switched your Folgers Crystals with Tim Hortons coffee?
Oh, okay. I'd say thank you because Tim Hortons coffee is delicious.
Tim Hortons coffee.
That wasn't what I was actually drinking. You're not about to
No,
pull
you
a
are.
double reverse on me.
Actually,
It wasn't Tim Hortons at all.
You were drinking. No, it's Tim Hortons.
Cat shit. Then we put it like, whoa.